While we sit here, I am going to note that this file again does not have the game audio. I found out what was wrong. OBS was blocking the recording of the audio coming from the mixer for the game. I have fixed it, so here we go. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Star Citizen, and let's hit F12, and back to the cutter. I set a poll up after the last stream a couple days ago to see where we should go next, since we're capped out at Microtech. We can't really head outside real quick. We can't really do anything else here since the max level missions are bugged, unfortunately. So with that, I decided to take in some considerations of moving. So the poll had Area 18, Orison, and Hurston, Lorville, basically, as the next sort of home, as it was. Which really won't be home. Microtech will still be the permanent home. It's just that we'll go reset our spawn point out at Hurston and generally kind of set ourselves up there. But before we do that, we need to head to Microtech and grab a couple things. So that is what we're going to do now. Squeak. Oh, you didn't squeak. Oh. Why not? So we need to go grab the original paint that we have for the ship. And get the engines on. Get ourselves aligned with getting out to New Babbage. That's Tressler. Actually, wait, which place has the... What place has the paint? What's on Tressler? Just beanie, some other useless stuff. There's a med pen apparently in the clinic. All right, so that means my New Babbage itself probably has the... it most certainly has the paint. Star Runner, Best in Show, or Ice Spray, Caterpillar, Mustang, Cat 400, Talon, Scorpio C8, Carrick 100, Nomad, Avenger, no bad. There it is. So yeah, we need to land on Babbage and grab that paint, take it with us, because chances are we'll still be out there or somewhere in that general vicinity by the time Halloween's over, and then we get rid of the green paint. We gotta cycle the engines. There we go. We'll start getting ourselves into space. Get ourselves set to Microtech. And to save you all time, I will see you when we're at New Babbage. And we're just getting our gear up, and welcome to New Babbage. Let's go ahead and get our speed up. Storm is kind of over the spaceport, but I think we'll sort of miss it. It'd be neat if in some ways this worked like real life, where there was like an alternate spaceport in New Babbage you could go to just in case like the storm was on this side, or just like to divert heavier traffic so they didn't have to deal with it. Since right now trying to land a reclaimer in this place when that storm is over it is effectively like trying to very finessely put a feather down in the middle of a Category 5 hurricane. Will never happen, but it'd be kind of neat. Or I just do kind of think that at some point maybe landing starts becoming more on rails, where you request landing and then an ILS like system comes in, grabs you, and kind of diverts you into wherever it wants you to be. I guess we can request. I will just as soon as I get there. Did I lower our gear already? I did say that, right? Right. That engine is still broke. That engine is going to be forever broke until we claim the ship. I could technically do it before we leave, but by the time that happens, but I don't think it's really worth it. And I mean, it's not hurting the ship. It's not impacting us in any way. The game thinks it's alive and working. It's just not doing any of its effects. But, I mean, I could take the storm wall and stuff out, cycle the ship, because there's nothing inside it that's valuable right now. But we'll just, I don't know, it's kind of a characteristic to it now. I mean, it is Drake. Can't have everything working. So about that landing marker, you think we could get that sometime? Maybe. Sort of. Please. Thank you. Let's go ahead and cut our speed a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit sad leaving this place. It is pretty. It is easily my favorite planet. Cut the speed some more. Watch as this build of Microtech for some reason eats frames. Get ourselves landed. Engines off. All right, we don't really have to go anywhere to do what we're doing, because I'm fairly sure we can access local from inside the ship, or like Babbage local as it was. Yeah, we can. So flip this over to vehicle. We want finding this is going to be probably somewhat hard. There it is. We want that. We are going to take one of my extra rifles. We're going to put it on the weapon rack, which means we'll need that. And these are all size 2. That's apparently size 3. Do I have a size 1? Nope. We'll have to buy one someday. We have everything else on us. We don't need anything from there. We haven't worn normal clothing in forever. Most of the places we go right now, we can't. When we actually start doing pure cargo, I'll probably like wear normal clothes a bit more often. We don't need any of this undersuits. We're fine on the armor. We'll just take this. And utility, we don't have anything. We don't need to take our storm wall and our plushies. I do need to go ahead and I'll take the... Hold on, I need to go to personal backpack. I'll take the tickets, because we'll try to give those away probably tomorrow. And since Hurston is more mid-ground than this is, there's a Carrick plushie. I didn't know there was a Carrick plushie. We don't have any place to put a Carrick plushie, but noted. So we'll take these. Watch me die on the way out there or something. Wouldn't be any loss. It's not like we can't get these back. Yeah. So weapon, all of that's in here. All right, looks like we're good to go. Let's turn our happy selves around. We'll get that weapon and a weapon rack and all that fun stuff before we during the trip out to Hurston, because it's going to take us a minute to get there. Power's already on. We just need to request to leave. All right, New Babbage. We'll see you at some point. Actually, maybe we can make some money before we do this. Sorry, I got a tab, which means you're going to lose game audio. I need to see what we can start flying up while I do this. Gear up. I need to see where we can take, if there's any gold or something here, because I know it's spawn, like one of the Sheban facilities out here has it. And if we take that to Lorville, we can make a little bit of 5K. So that's what we're gonna go to Sheban 18, grab some gold if there's any there, and then head out to Lorville. Since we're moving, we might as well make a little trade run out of it. If I can find Sheban 18 on this list. Looking right at it, but can't really see it because the shelter's in the way. There we go. Let's get up to space, turn ourselves around, fly down to Sheban 18, get some gold, hopefully. Or something. Even if there's not gold there, something there I can probably take with us and still make some money. I think the only thing that's a real loss is like agricultural supplies. Distilled spirits I think does pretty well, but I don't know if you can get them out there. Frankly, I'd rather just run the gold. Let's pitch up a little bit more harsh so that we can hit that 11,000 sooner. All right. And oop. All right. Jump ourselves over here. I really should put that music that I throw in post in the background of this, so that I have something to kind of listen to while I'm doing this. 'Cause I find it a little hard just to kind of keep talking over the jumps, because there's not really like a whole bunch of craziness going on right now that I can comment on or whatever else. Eventually that'll be filled with community interaction, I hope. But it would give something nice to even fill the silence in my head, which you guys never get to experience because, like I said, I add all the music in post anyway. So down to here. This is definitely increasing like our time. I had wanted to just kind of do this part quickly, but kind of move dynamically and change as we go. We won't get to see this view for a while, or at least until they patch and throw me back on Microtech, and then we have to make the jump. Well, I won't do that with you guys. What's going to happen with patches, so long as it doesn't delete, or even if it does delete the reputation we've gained. If it's a place that we've done, or if we're currently doing it, I'll just keep doing the series in that location until we max it back out. If it's a place we've done, it's not like we finished Microtech, we moved to Hurston, and suddenly they patched it, and I reset myself back to Microtech. I won't necessarily redo Microtech at that point. I will just go to Hurston because that's where we had agreed to go and do what I'm doing right now. Just you won't see any of it because I'd rather not repeat that trip because they decided to patch. Saving you guys some time and me some editing. You cannot see these things when you're this high up. They need to paint them some like crazy colors or something. I mean, you can see it if you do that, sort of. So we'll take the big pad. Let's get the gear down. Slow down. We'll take which side of it? Better question is which one of you has the console? Probably the one I'm getting close to, so I'll take this corner. Slow down, you big workhorse. I don't know if it's fair to call you a horse. You're more of a mule, but Argo already took that name. Which does make me question why this is named what it is. Cutter feels weird for what this ship does. Let's run in here and hope I got the right building for the console. Open. Thank you. Guess we can check the boxes while we're here. I say that, not knowing if there are any, but there's immediately 2. Loot you. Do we want anything out of you? Yep, might as well take yet another golden ticket, because reasons. You're gonna have to make me push one of those down, aren't you? Yeah. Don't want those 2. Well, let's check the other one. And yet another golden ticket. So we'll put that there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We now have 7. Gold. There's 81. I see you here. Let's see. Yeah, we'll take the 4. Just get in on this gold rush, I guess. I don't necessarily like running it just because of it's the easy answer, but considering we're only doing one run and it's just because we're moving, this seems fair enough to me. But I would like to see like different market incentives for running different things, like agricultural supplies to like farmsteads and stuff, maybe. Terribly sorry. I'll edit that out. And just kind of give a lot more incentive to run a lot of the different products, because I don't see myself as a gold trader. And I don't see like this series being like, oh, let's just run gold. Different minerals and stuff like that, maybe. But I don't know. I just don't like the easy, mindless method to things. I know it's weird because normally you just want to be the most efficient path to get as most money as possible, but I'd rather see the game and other aspects than take the shortcut. For some reason, I keep hitting G somehow. All right, so I'm gonna get us up here. I'm gonna kill the camera just because it's easier to do the fast forwardy, timey-wimey stuff. And I will see all of you at Hurston in a few minutes. Let's just find where the heck I put OBS, because I'm professional. And kill that. It kept the media source. All right, let's kill that too. There we go. All right, I'll see everybody at Hurston. That is incredibly violent. Let's get the camera back on. Boop. Boop. All right. So we still need to make it to Hurston. We stopped at... What is this? We got stopped a little outside the area. Like, we're still a pretty good distance away. Ran into this. It's just a random reg out here. It's a random Starfarer. I wonder if there's any cargo or anything that we could get our little mitts on. I don't even know if we can get inside it. Oh, Harmon. That is so freaking loud. They really need to work on the audio of that. Just like take it down 10 decibels or something, because my lord. Let's do the stupid thing. And with our slight livelihood and 24,000 worth of cargo sitting inside the ship, EVA out of here and kind of poke around a little bit, because I've never seen one of these, much less it pull me out of pull me out of quantum like that. So there's definitely entrances up top. It's just like a random salvage thing. I mean, I guess you could certainly come out here and salvage this. It doesn't look like there's any cargo inside it. It has absolutely no gravity inside of it. That's interesting. I mean, it's a full-on just dead wreck. Ooh, EVAing in here is weird. Not even any bodies. What the heck are you? Well, I don't want to really risk the stairs, because I mean, it's already doing that. So let's flip ourselves around and... What was that? I'm not the only one who just saw that little blue thing, right? Right. There it is. Don't know what that is. What are you? Okay, anyway. Fuel pod. I mean, I like the textures on it. Like it's frosted over, just kind of... It's definitely dead. Maybe it's like a spawn location for a mission or something? Still doesn't explain why it would appear here like this. I don't know why I tried to do that. I mean, clearly it was going to be too heavy, but for science and all that. All right, well, let's just get back in the ship. We'll ping around this and continue on our little journey. Open you. Get inside. Turn that off. Hey, there was the squeak. Get in a seat, maybe. There we go. I mean, we're already at like 34 minutes of this recording, but that's okay. Get the engines back on. And just sidestep this. Get bottom going again and finish our little trip to Hurston. So I was going to try to go ahead and do a run when we got out here. The little initial run. But we'll see, because we got to drop this cargo off. I don't want to be hauling it around everywhere. I don't think I've ran anything out here in Hurston, so I don't even... We can check now. I don't think I'm on the... Yeah, Redwind. Redwind would be our new one. Hurston to Aberdeen. Well, this will be different whenever we do it, I'm sure. Some service beacons out here. Doing these would probably be neat to do with the Lightning. Standard mercenary. Whole bunch of salvage. Removal services for waste. You don't really see these out in Microtech. There's a racing thing out here for Lorville outskirts. 2 investigations. We'll do the missing persons whenever we want to do hand mining, because those are like the best way to find those caves. ICC probe deployment, we know that guy, and the delivery. All right, so we've got a good little selection out here. Let's get to Lorville. If I'm right, we're only going to make about 5K for this. About 5K for this gold run. Which, if you just ran the gold from that facility to Microtech, you would make that same 5K back and forth. It's not, like I say, it's not a bad deal, but it's very, very repetitive. You don't see new places, and yeah. I don't know. I know I'm very weird when it comes to these things, or at least just not willing to do the simple thing. We need to get to Tesa Spaceport. It's over here. Easiest way to see this place is just look for the little blinky white lines out there, because they just say the spaceport name. If you kind of beeline for those, it's easy. I've yet to, for ArcCorp, I've yet to find the easy way of locating that. I roughly know what it is, but I don't know how to describe it. I just know how to look for it. And like New Babbage is easy, and Orison is fine if it's daytime, because you can see the big spiderweb structure, which is the spaceport, but it's harder to see it at night because for some reason they refuse to put proper airport lights around these spaceports. Like, if it was me and I was just flying in here and I didn't know about this, I would assume that over there that is blinking white every now and then was the spaceport. Not this. But these are just complaints that you can make, and they just kind of go unheeded for whatever reason. Go ahead and get our gear down. They want us to request permission, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll see how fast how long it takes it to yell at us for being like too close to something, even though we have to land down here. Oh, there goes somebody. Andromeda. Get our speed down. They'll probably yell at us here in a second. Yep, there it goes. Warning, you are leaving a safe zone. I'm not leaving any safe zone. I'm landing in a safe zone. Presumably. Alright, let's cut this down a lot. Don't need to go down that fast. There we go. And get those lights off. Stop. Engines off. Out of the seat. And through here. Click that. Goodbye, gold. Actually, while we are here, let's get you, and you. There, we have a backup weapon just in case. I will eventually put it on the ship, I think, but I had problems getting it out of that inventory, so I'm gonna have to do it a different way, I think. We leave this way. TSS spaceport. Yeah, I don't know, I'm starting to like that engine being out, because now it's just like, it's giving the ship a little bit of character. Since it's not really hurting it. It's just our little cutter. Second engine's always a bit finicky. Just walk since it's still trying to load things. We're just going to go ahead and store the cutter and make our way out to commerce area. Big gold statue place. TDD, that's the word, that's the abbreviation I'm looking for. Ignorance is not a viable defense. Yeah. Doesn't stop people from trying. Central Business District, that's the name of the place. We need to sell our gold, get our spawn point set. While we're there, we'll... I'm not going to drink anything. I'm just going to use the medical bed to get that back for us. But first, let's go make sure we get our money back. Get our money. Stretch. I like how the little health bars and stuff are just like right over my head. I decided to get rid of the background because I don't like eating screen space, which is my only argument of even having a camera is that it eats screen space. But I figure doing just pure background removal is better than having that picture behind me because it at least still lets things behind me be seen and I'm only eating up a smaller fraction. Long train. I never noticed that there was an Origin building out here. That doesn't feel right. I feel like the Origin building should be on Microtech. Hurston's too dirty, just too kind of trashy in a way. Like it's great in these areas. It's very clean and more pristine in the actual corporate area, but I would definitely feel Origin would be probably more out in the Microtech-y area. I don't even think they use very much from Hurston Dynamics. I would say Orison, but Crusader's based out of Orison, and it's just like competition having... Yeah, that just feels weird. I don't think ArcCorp has a manufacturer out at it either. I could see Origin fitting out there. If I remember right, TDD here is over here. Excuse me. And get to this console. Drake Cutter. Gold. What did we pay? 24-ish? 23, 24. So we made, yeah, about 5K. It isn't, like I said, it's not too terrible. That run would make a whole lot more sense in something that could hold more. And that's something I think maybe that should be another dynamic to it. Like, if there's a mining facility on Microtech that is mining gold, Microtech, like New Babbage, should be willing to pay a lot less for that gold than, say, Hurston, which doesn't have a facility making gold. Because in theory, there'd be a lot of background NPCs, trucks, everything running these materials locally within that planetary system. So the demand time-wise isn't there. Like, just think of it like same-day shipping on Microtech versus 2 days shipping to Hurston. So then Hurston would be paying more for it because of the travel costs to get out here, thus making it more lucrative for the people who want to bring it here. And that way, players that are putting the more time commitment and sync into it can actually get more for the fact that they're putting that time and commitment sync into it. But I think at some point, that whole system's supposed to change anyway, where what I just said kind of works. Like, there'll be certain demand different in one place versus another. That very likely takes place already in the... let's see if it's in here. Price alerts. This changes somewhat dynamically. It's very little, but it does change. And like, you could run any of these and make whatever's listed here. Like, Everest wants it more than Lorville, apparently. But that just needs to be on a much larger scale. I don't know, just more incentives for doing it. Because otherwise, you will end up with the people that will just run the short, cheaper route because it's faster. Whereas you have ones like me that don't really care and just will happily run the longer route just to see different places. All right, let's get to... Let's see if I remember where the hospital even is here. I don't know how many times I've actually been in Lorville's hospital. I think I know where it is. It's out past the bar. Air quality bad. Well, that's good to know. Is there a reason why you don't post that air quality bad on both sides of that sign? I feel like coming and going needs that information. This build is very, very framey when it comes to getting to these areas. It's just that it's generating off camera. Those guys are T-posing their dominance. Hey everybody, welcome to Loreville. I cut out a big section. Something is really going wrong with this server when it comes to Hurston. It is incredibly laggy. It's somewhat special, to be completely honest. So, I mean, just laying here, it's doing it. It's odd, very odd. So, I'm going to go ahead and set my regeneration here. I'm going to cut the video here. Thank you for watching. If you're subscribing, thank you for subscribing. And I will see you guys next time. Later.